Universal Credit is setting up some claimants to fail, charity staff have told BBC's Panorama. It combines 6 benefits. The new system was designed to make work pay, encourage people, some of them the most vulnerable in society, to manage their own finances. Flintshire in North Wales was one of the first areas to test the system. 2.6 million people on Universal Credit across the country. By the end of 2023, Wales, which was one of the first areas to introduce universal credit. Previously rent was paid straight to private or council. Flintshire County Council has 550 universal credit claimants. Of those, 480 are in rent arrears. That's 87%. What's worse, the average rent arrears per person is £1,200, up from an average of £210 per person on the old legacy benefits system. 6 times higher. BBC approached councils across the UK, and 124 out of 189 councils with housing stock, 65%, said they are having to invest more money to tackle rent arrears due to universal credit. Keith, who has mental health problems, who can't look after himself, was at risk of losing his home. Shelter helped him change the way his benefits are paid. DWP took his mental issues into consideration. Ms. Barnett says that unlike financial institutions, DWP doesn't have any standard affordability assessment. 65% of councils have to invest more money to tackle rent arrears. Over the last year, Universal Credit claimants have to demonstrate they are actively looking. If they miss a meeting at their job centre, they are fined. Claimants also have to apply for Universal Credit on the online system. Corridon Landlord Solutions, as well as helping tenants ensure they are receiving the correct amount of universal credit. We will also signpost them to charities like Shelter as well as Citizens Advice. Tenants can apply for a debt relief order which writes off the debt, but this does mean that the council or anyone else the claimant owes money to does not get paid. Sale. Citizens making people bankrupt. They don't have employment and they don't have any other options. Citizens Advice are independent charities. Barnard Joseph Rowntree Foundation. In the old system, every time you need in and out of work you applied for a different benefit. Anthony Smith went on the universal credit after losing his job in October 2018. Anthony missed meeting and was then sanctioned. His rent arrears stake up to £5,200. He has an eviction notice. Was working since 16. His back and heart attack pushed him out of work. James' doctor signed him off as not well enough. Partner Shirley worked part-time. Andre £700 a month. They rely on universal credit. He manages their bills. 2 years of being on rent arrears. They are not owing £1,600. Shirley Bennett back square one at an old age. The kids him helped them out. DWP have calculated James' payment wrong. They have been paying too little towards the rent. The disability was not taken into account. They knew about it but they did not correct the mistakes. Diane said Citizens Advice have 30,600 issues increased to deal with each month for the last year. James is declared fit to work but his GP Dr. Jonathan Porter did not agree with what they said. The old system changed because open for abuse. Rebecca and her young family moved into a council flat in North Wales in February last year and couldn't afford a lot of the basics for their new home. Her partner is a chef but his work is irregular, so the couple depend on benefits. So I reached out to Universal Credit and I was like, well, I'm going to have to get a loan out. She secured an advance and now around £90 is deducted from her benefits every month to repay it, and other debts. Universal Credit has been disappointing but we agree with Helen Barnard of Joseph Rowntree Foundation, who said there is potential for it to help and there is lots about UC which is an improvement on the previous system. Thanks for listening.